Now, this is one big, bad Breitling. It's the Avenger Chrono 44 night mission with the B01 movement. And when I say bad, I mean it in the cool way, in the Michael Jackson bad album way. I don't mean it as it's not good. This is a seriously fun watch. It's exactly the kind of bold, tough sports chronograph that I've come to expect from this brand in the modern era. I think it's very distinctive looking, and I do enjoy that Breitling has leaned into their brand color. So thank you to Saltzman's Watches for lending this in for a review. Saltzman's is a family-owned Breitling authorized dealer in Rhode Island. They carry a number of other brands. I have worked with them for years, and I have bought from them many times. I even have a discount code for you to use, and I'll link all of that information in the description. If you're shopping Breitling, definitely check out Saltzman's. Now let's talk about this watch. I'll go over a few aspects about it, and then we'll talk about what it does well and what it does not do well. Starting with the details. This is a full ceramic case. It has a nice brush finish in areas, a nice matte finish in areas. It's lightweight, it's scratch proof, and there are titanium elements including the crown, the pushers, the case back, and the buckle in the strap. This has the brand colored yellow dial, brand colored yellow strap with red accenting found on the chapter ring, the elapsed minute subdial, and the chronograph seconds hand. Now, this is fun. This has excellent bezel action. It actually took me completely by surprise. This is better than any Breitling I've ever handled. This is better than any Omega that I've ever handled. And I would rank this right on par with Tudor and a hair behind Rolex. This also has excellent ARC. That's found on the top as well as the underside of this domed sapphire crystal. I think Breitling is a leader with IWC and some Omega when it comes to anti-reflective coatings. This also has the B01 in-house column wheel chronograph movement, and it has sharp finish work. That includes a mostly brush finish on the main plates and the skeletonized rotor that allows you to view the majority of the movement at any given time. There's also some high polished areas, and I think that this is an aesthetically pleasing looking chronograph, and it is certified by the COSC. Now, the action of the chronograph is great thanks to this column wheel, and admittedly, I do sometimes turn the watch over and take a look at the engagement of the column wheel. The action is fairly quiet, it's snappy, and it's easy to use with the wide titanium function pushers. Now the dial, let's go in on a macro level. This has good detail work with concentric texturing in the subdials, raised military-styled Arabic numerals, and a hidden blackout date that's found in the hour counter at the bottom portion of the dial. I also really like the fact that Breitling has included their B logo, which seems to be a fan favorite. Now, the lume is completely desaturated in natural light, but it glows green in low light conditions, and I would say it has a good lume application. That's even found on the subdial hands, which you don't often find on chronographs. Now, what does this watch do well in? I would say the first thing that jumps to my mind is identity. I look at this and it just screams Breitling with the rider tabs and the big Arabic numerals and the yellow color. This certainly has presence, but this is important. It has presence without being top heavy or cumbersome or too tall feeling. This is only 108 grams on the strap, so it's very light, and at times it does kind of disappear on the wrist. You don't ever have to worry about scratching it either, as ceramic is as tough of a material as it gets. I've worn a full ceramic Seamaster for an entire summer. I went hiking and camping and rafting and fishing, and I could not put a mark on that watch. So I would see myself doing something similar with this one without worry. Now, the other thing that this watch does well in is that yellow color. I just think it's awesome when a brand leans into their brand color Just like Rolex does with green, Tudor does with red, and Breitling does with yellow. So I hope to see more yellow Breitlings released in the future. I just think it looks great. Now, I also enjoy the 300 meters of water resistance, the twin gasket system found in the titanium crown and stem. This has that excellent bezel action that was the biggest surprise of the watch to me. I just was not expecting it to be that good. And then lastly, this does the ARC really well as usual when it comes to Breitling. And I do think that this is an often overlooked feature or aspect of a watch. And so it's just great to know that when I get a Breitling, I know it's going to have good ARC. Now, what does this watch not do so well in? Well, personal opinion, I don't like the red accent on the dial. Red and yellow, that's a pairing that is commonly associated with fast food chains, and I don't want that association with this cool night mission watch. So I would swap out the red, put in gray or silver or white, and really allow the yellow to shine and stand out in stark contrast to the black ceramic or the dark gray of the titanium. The other thing that I want to mention, this watch is a tad bit pricey at $9,650, so it's priced similar to a stainless steel Navitimer on a bracelet, which has that timeless, classy design, has a phenomenal jewelry-like bracelet. This night mission, it doesn't have a bracelet. It's not that timeless look. This is very distinctive. I think the night mission is for, the truly adventurous that enjoy Breitling when it comes to watches, someone who likely already has that conservative, versatile, or icon position filled within their watch collections. Now, you can also choose this watch on a black strap or a yellow strap. But for this price, I would have liked to have seen Breitling include both colors, so I could use black for daily use and then throw on yellow just to spice it up from time to time. Again, there is no bracelet option here with the ceramic. And again, if you're shopping comparably priced Breitlings, you can often find great bracelets on, say, the Navitimer. So I don't think that this watch has that crazy bang for buck. But let me know what you think of this release. Please ask me any questions. If you're shopping Breitling, definitely check out Saltzman's watches. Take advantage of my discount code. That's all linked in the description of the video. Like this video if you appreciated it or got something from it. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that would really help me out. And I promise to keep the content coming. Thank you.